The discrimination and oppression of women is in the Western world today looked upon as a solved issue, something that only exists in less fortunate countries than ours. But even though we are very privileged, women are still being raped, trafficked, violated, and discriminated against on a daily basis, not only in the rest of the world, but in wealthier countries where it is believed that women and men are treated equally. We keep looking at the rest of the world, shaking our heads at the horrible things we hear about happening beyond our borders, when the same horrors are occurring all around us. In 2010, Sweden had the third most rapes, with 63.5 out of 100,000, following South Africa with a 132.4 and Botswana with 92.9. The United States, the United Kingdoms, Australia, Norway and Finland all came among the top 20s, out of more than 100 countries. These are all countries where female oppression is seen as something that doesn't occur anymore, where feminism is looked upon as a joke. Most women don't feel safe enough to walk alone in broad daylight, let alone during the evenings, and thousands of women are physically abused by their partners every day. In 2005, more than 1,000 women were killed by their loved ones, people they trusted, only in the US. But the distressing statistics don't stop at violence. Only 18.5% of the seats in US Congress are held by women, and even though abortion is legal in the United States, 85% of the US counties don't have a provider for abortion. A Swedish woman makes about 90,000 kronor less than a Swedish man does every year. A US woman makes about 75 cents to a man's dollar, and 70% of the world's poorest people are women. The eating disorder anorexia is 10 times more common among women than among men, and 30% of 16 to 24-year-old women suffer from anxiety, while the number for men in all ages is 13%. And still people seem to think feminism is unnecessary. We live in a world where the term woman is the worst insult anyone could get, where guys regularly tell girls to get back into the kitchen, because that's where they belong, where most jokes are made at a woman's expense. Is this really the world we want our children to grow up in? Is that really the view we want our daughters to have of themselves?